Hey guys, Mr. Bowman here. Today's learning objective is in blue and we are learning to use a point of enlargement to solve enlargement problems. So this is an extension or continuation of the enlargement work we did in our previous video. And the key difference here is we are now adding in something called the point of enlargement. And that concept is very similar to points of rotation, and they'll normally be given in coordinate form as well. So what we've got, we're going to jump straight into example. We're going to move on to the yellow triangle, and we've been asked to enlarge this shape with a scale factor of 2, and this time around we've been given a point of enlargement. That should definitely be an E down there, POE, point of enlargement. And what a point of enlargement does is it gives us a bit of a reference. So not only does the shape change, but how far from the point of enlargement the shape is also changes. So let's get into a quick example. So let's have a look at this point at the top. So we're going to call that point A, and we're going to find the prime version. So let's have a look. How many? So it's kind of diagonally. It's 1, 2, 3. It's 4 units away from the point of enlargement. So because it's a scale factor of 2, we're going to multiply that by 2. So we're going to carry on going. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means this point up here will be A prime. It's twice as far as away from the point of enlargement as point A is. We then repeat the same process. So let's have a look at point B down here. It is 2 units away. So we're going to double that, another 2 units to find B prime. And then finally, we're going to do that for point C, which is over here. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units away. So we're going to carry on another 8 units to find C prime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that there is C prime. And all the primes, we can see 1, 2, 3. That gives us the location of the enlarged shape with reference to our point of enlargement. So let's have a go at connecting those to see what that shape looks like. So we can see it's quite big, and we go from here all the way across, and then we go down over here as well. And I'll just shade it in so it's a bit more obvious. So this triangle here, this green triangle, that is our enlarged shape, or that's our image for this transformation. And I suppose the next question is, how would we describe this? And when we're describing an enlargement, there's a few bits of information we need. We always need the scale factor, and we always need the point of enlargement. So let's describe that transformation that we just did. So the yellow triangle, is enlarged by a scale factor of 2 with, and let's find the coordinate of that point. So that would be -5, +1, -5, 1 with -5, 1 as the point of enlargement to create the green triangle, which is going to be the image in our case. So it's quite a long description, but we got the yellow triangle and the green triangle. That's the image and the object. We've got reference to the transformation. We're doing enlargement, so I've got enlarged there. We've got the scale factor, and I've got the point of enlargement there as well. So there's a lot of information that needs to go into those. So that's the first one done. Let's work backwards. Well, how do we find the point of enlargement? So how are we trying to find the point of enlargement? And this here, again, it's pretty similar to rotation. We're going to be using reference points in some lines and where they intercept to find this, except this one will be a bit simpler. So the first step of our original shape, or that's our new shape, sorry, we've got a scale factor of 2, but that's actually not going to be as relevant for this activity. And then the corresponding point here, well, that would have been A dash. So what I want us to do, we're just going to connect those lines and we're going to carry on going down. So I'm not sure how far down I need to go, but we'll carry on. We're then going to change pen color. We're going to do the same thing for another set of points. So let's say that there is B. That point there can be B prime. We're then going to connect those dots to find where that line goes through. So if we connect them there, that looks pretty good there. And what that means, where those lines intersect, or I've just put that big bold dot, that there would be the point of enlargement. And as a coordinate, what would that be? That would be, what would be, x would have negative 1.5, and the y value, so it doesn't quite get to negative 4, but it's going to be negative 3.5. So that's their coordinate. Let's describe this like we did with our earlier example. So the gray rectangle has been enlarged by a scale factor of 2 with negative 1.5, negative 3.5 as the point of enlargement to create the blue rectangle. And that there would be our description. So we'll just run through that. So we have the gray rectangle and the blue rectangle down the bottom. We've got reference to the scale factor. We've got reference to the point of enlargement. And that covers our description. So relatively straightforward video again. Hopefully you found it useful. Hopefully you're able to use or enlarge something using a point of enlargement, and hopefully you can work backwards to find the point of enlargement as well. Let's get into heaps of practice.